The story of One Piece Volume 6. Monkey D. Luffy started out as just a kid with a dream to become the greatest pirate in history. Steered by the tales of pirate Red Hair Shanks, Luffy vowed to become a pirate himself. That was before the enchanted devil fruit gave Luffy the power to stretch, like rubber, at the cost of being unable to swim. A serious handicap for an aspiring sea dog. Untethered, Luffy set out to sea and recruited some crewmates. Lying sharpshooter Usopp, master swordsman Zoro, and treasure hunting thief Nami.
Dr. Alchemist power! Make up! I am Dr. Alchemist! I am Dr. Alchemist, M.F.A, the Neo Scholar, and I am committed to doing 1,500 chapters, and I will be the best One Piece chapter YouTuber, Prince of YouTube! And that means you. What's up, guys? You know we have to transform. Okay, I know I'm sitting down. Why am I sitting down? LC had to get PRP. So since he had gotten PRP, we're going to be sitting down until the doctor clears us. Okay? All right. So let's get started.
Last time in One Piece. After stopping at a seaside village in search of food and a sturdy ship, Luffy and his crew meet Usopp, a boy who is famous as the town liar. When Usopp happens upon a dastardly plot to kill local girl Kaya, Luffy and his crew step into an intense battle against ruthless Captain Kuro and his Black Cat pirates. With Usopp's help, Kuro is defeated and Luffy's crew gains not only new crew member Usopp, but also a new ship, the Going Merry. Luffy's next quest? To find a ship's cook, of course. Zoro, old bounty hunting pals, Yasuku, and Johnny tell Luffy and crew about ocean-going restaurant Baratie. Unfortunately, Luffy accidentally ricochets a cannonball into the floating food Imperium, and to pay for it, he ends up working as a Baratie chore boy. There, he meets sous chef Sanji, who will feed any pirate in need, and would make a perfect ship's cook for the Going Merry. If only he wanted to jump ship.
Hey guys, this is Dr. Alchemist, M.F.A, the Neo Scholar, and we're back with another One Piece chapter review. This will be chapter 45, Before the Storm. So, this cover page story looks so cool. You got the Straw Hat Pirates dripped out all in black, and they're just on a staircase. And maybe they're at Kaya's mansion, okay? Down a long staircase, okay? Like if you thought about the Wing Belong Together video when Mariah Carey was, at top of the moment and there's a staircase, it was giving that. So let's talk about it. Zoro's up in front with his black sword. Well, not his black sword, but his sword, and a black suit, buttoned down, looking fresh. You got Luffy with a double-breasted suit, okay? Button-up shirt, of course, his straw hat. You got Nami carrying some bread and cash, of course, with a little black dress on it. And her tattoo has the Straw Hat Pirate Crew symbol on it, which is very interesting because she doesn't have that right now. She has a different tattoo. And she has some good booties. I love black booties on women. They look so cool. Maybe because I dance professionally, and those are better for women to dance in than the stilettos. But stilettos are hot for them. But don't want you to break your ankle. Right. Lastly, you got Usopp chilling with with his do rag on, with a rose in his mouth, with two flintlocks, all right, sitting on top of the steps, and then the random cat just chilling, okay, because they just beat Kuro and the Black Cat Pirates. Oh, that's it. That's chapter 45 before the storm. You sure got lucky. That food saved you. So this is Luffy talking to the guy, the pirate that came in, right? And that shot the guy, but he was hungry. He got his ass beat. Uh, Lord, that's crazy after a week. He got his ass beat by Patty. Patty! He got his ass beat by Patty and kicked out, right? So Luffy is talking to the pirate. You darn near starved. Hey, Mr. Cook, join us. Be the cook for my pirate crew. So it's Luffy, Sanji, and the pirate, right? And Luffy's seeing this act of kindness because at the end of the last chapter, Sanji gave him some food, right? And so Sanji's like, what? What do you ask me, boy? You're a pirate. Why did you fire on us? It was an accident, a stray cannonball launched in self defense. That makes no sense. So, Sanji's like, hey, like, why'd you fire on this? And Luffy's trying to explain, but Luffy does bad at explaining things. He should have just said, like, hey, the military attacked us. I did gun gun balloon and I ricocheted, accidentally hit your ship. That's kind of just what happened, right? Well, you best watch yourself around here. Chef Zeff used to cook for a famous pirate. That old man was a pirate, Luffy says. Baratie is the old ratbag's treasure. And the cooks who flock to him are all hot-blooded pirate types. For a place frequented by pirates, they're perfect for the job. Yeah, this place is a nut house, Luffy says. One grows used to it, Sanji says. Some people come just to see the pirates and the cooks go at it. So it's giving Jerry Springer. It's the Maury show. So people are excited to come to the Baratie to see the shenanigans and get a good meal. You know what? The Baratie is Waffle House. The Baratie is the Waffle House of One Piece. More upscale, right? Oh, this is great. This is great. Let's put two and two together. But the waiters got scared and jumped ship. So the cooks are the ones that are the pirate types, but the waiters were not. Oh, so that's why he wants me to work for a year, Luffy says. Anyway, you should sail with me. Sanji looks at Luffy. I decline. I've got a good reason for staying here. Luffy's like, no, no, I decline. What? Decline what? I decline your declination. You're a good cook and you're joining my crew. When Luffy he's a good judge of character. Okay. When Luffy sees someone that he wants on his crew, you're going to be on his crew. Okay. Now hold on. Listen to my reason. What is it then? None of your business, Sanji says. You just told me to listen. I mean, respect my wishes. I'll make a fillet out of you, you crap hat kid. Sanji tells that to Luffy. They both got hands and can squabble. Oh, you make fun of this hat and I'll send you flying, Luffy says. Sorry to butt in, but and they both was like, what? So we get the title card. Pirate at Arms, Krieg's crew. So his name is Jin. I'm Jin of the Krieg's Pirates. If you're really a pirate, what's your prize? What's your prize? I'm after the One Piece, Luffy says. I'm going to the Grand Line. And so Jin is like, what? If you don't have a cook, you must not have much of a crew yet. This guy makes five. Don't count me. You don't seem like a bad sort, so I'll give you a word of warning, Jin says. Whatever you do, don't go to the Grand Line. You're young, don't rush to your doom. The seas are vast, the Grand Line is just one narrow route. There are plenty of safer waters to plunder. Really? Do you know a lot about the Grand Line? So this is Jen explaining to Luffy how dangerous the Grand Line is, but Luffy wants to be king of the pirates, so you kind of have to go to the Grand Line. And Jin's like, "Kid, you're crazy," but it's Luffy. Not much, hardly anything at all, but enough so it scares me. You're rather chicken for one of Krieg's men, Sanji says. Who's Krieg? So cut back to where are we? We're at the kitchen. The Baratie, the galley. Or divorce for table three. Serve it yourself. We got no waiters. So there's a whole bunch of kicks in the Baratie. They're cooking. They're cooking. It's Gordon Ramsay. And, no, no, not him. I forgot his name. Chef Olivier. Chef Oliver. Oh, Lord, he's horrible. Right? But anyway, the kitchen. And they're cooking on the food. And Patty is taking over. He's the head chef right now in this kitchen, and making sure everybody's on point. Making trouble for us, Patty, a random cook says. What? That fella you clobbered today was one of Krieg's cutthroats. That's what he said. And I mean, I just want to highlight, they're really cooking their ass off. So Patty is really showing off his chef skills. He's slicing up carrots. Are these carrots? He's slicing the carrots really fast. He's filleting the fish in like one slice. I mean, he is really like second in command to Sanji because it would be Zeff, Sanji, and Patty. I'm trying to see anything else that they're cooking. No, looks really good though. The food. Don Krieg's the meanest pirate in these here waters. Hey, he's Don of the Pirate Armada, a consortium of 50 pirate crews. He's a pure devil. So what? Patty says he commands 5,000 killers, and that feller was one of them. Okay. So I guess he assumes that what? Each pirate crew has 100 people. So he did the math, 100 times 50. So he assumes that every crew has 100 people on the crew because it says 50 pirate crews, right? And that really shows that Luffy and the gang are really strong because they just have like 10, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. No, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, they just have 10. So that's how you know how strong the Straw Pirates. Because when they get together, no other crew can take him out. If he tells Don Krieg how he was mistreated here, they'll run over us like stampeding elephants. They'll make mincemeat of us. Oh yeah? You think I should have fed that dog? How would the paying customers feel? So this is Patty talking to all these random chefs in the kitchen. We're the trademark of Baratie, the ferocious fighting cooks. Do you know how many pirates we've chased off? If you're scared, then quit, Patty says. That's just what you told the waiters, wasn't it? It's cause of you we're so overworked. Ha! Those lily livered fools were useless anyway. I just love how like Zeph, Sanji, and Patty, like Patty's the most reserved one of them, but he don't give a fuck either. He don't care. Like, hey, y'all go ahead. If y'all gonna be some bitches, y'all go ahead. All right? Hey, idiots. Get to work, Zeph says. Hey, all right, chef. And so Zeph stepped in and got everybody together. Well, just thought I'd warn you. I'm going to the Grand Line anyway, Luffy says. Do what you want. How you throw your life away is your business, Jin says. So now Jin's on the sailboat. He's about to sail off, but Sanji and Luffy are still together on the Baratie. Sanji, my thanks you saved my life. That grub was fine, Jin says. Can I come to eat again? Anytime, Sanji says. Chore Boy, there you are. So Chef Zeff comes out of nowhere and like, hey, Chore Boy. He's at the same rank of where Kobe's at, right? In the military as a chore boy. So let's see. You're gonna catch heck now for giving me a free meal, Jin says. Good luck, Jin, Sanji says. And throws and throws the meal. Okay, let me just dissect this real quick. So Sanji tells him, "Good luck, Jin," and then Jin tells him, "You're going to catch heck now for giving me a free meal." And Sanji's like, "What? Free meal? Where's the proof?" And threw the fork and the plate off the ship. Is Zeff watching? Yep, Zeff is watching. Stay out of trouble, Jen. So I really like the moral compass of everybody, you know? Sanji, chore boy, get to work. That's all Zeff cares. Zeff didn't care that you fed him. I'm Luffy, but for now, I'm chore boy, reporting for duty, Luffy says, because Luffy says I'll only do 1 week here. So we get a title card for Luffy. On hiatus from piracy, free labor chore boy, Monkey D. Luffy. I love this. Where's table six dessert? Who took that order? You did, fool. I'm too busy. Open your eyes. You looking for a fight? I mean, these chefs are goons. And Luffy is just chilling, whistling, right? If you got nothing to do, wash dishes, chore boy. Okie dokie. So someone's calling for Sanji. Fighting, of course. Again? And he's assistant chef. Makes you want to puke. Patty, for you to say that, you just beat up Jen. Like, relax. I know, but he's been here the longest. Ever wonder why Sanji stays even though he don't get on with Chef? What does that mean? Maybe okay, so I think the hierarchy is maybe he's talking about Zeph. He must be talking about Zeph, not Patty, right? He wants to be head chef someday. Ah, Troll Boy, how many dishes have you broken? Sorry, I forgot to keep count. Be more careful. So Luffy is like eavesdropping to the conversation. And so this is more context. So Sanji officially wants to be a head chef, but there's something holding him back. There has to be a reason. There's always a reason. And Luffy's listening, but breaking dishes while this is happening. Enough dish breaking. Go bust those tables. And Luffy's like, all right, okay. And stop swiping food. Of course, Luffy's hungry. That was for a customer. Yum. Wow. I love Luffy, man. He is hilarious. Okay. I'll just clean this wok, Luffy says. Yo, it's hot. Uh, Luffy, it was on the stove. What are you doing? And so a chef was like, the chefs are like, get out of this kitchen. Patty runs over to Luffy and lets him know. Go take orders. Just ask the customers what they want to eat. Think you can do that? Yeah. And treat the customers like I told you. Got it. Chores are hard. Kobe must have been miserable. I love this callback. That's such a cool callback because we called it out, right? And then who does Luffy walk up to? Guess who the next table Luffy has to wait on? The Straw Hat Pirates. We see Nami, Usopp, and Zoro. Hi, Troll Boy, Nami says. So you gotta work for a year, Usopp says. Can we change the ship's flag? Zoro says, you're eating without me? I'm slaving and you're eating out. That's mean, Luffy says. Then Sanji is pouring a glass of wine, of course, with a woman, being very nice. Quiet down, Luffy. Are they your mates? Eat this. And so while Zoro's looking, I can't even believe it. I can't even say this, but Luffy put a booger into Zoro's glass, which is crazy. And Zoro's like talking to Usopp, why shouldn't we enjoy a nice meal? Yeah, why not? Usopp says, not the food's not bad here, but I do feel bad for you. And Zoro drinks the damn drink that oh wait, hold on, I thought so. Ha! And shoves it right into Luffy's throat and says, you drink it. Ha ha. So now Luffy is drinking the booger water. This is disgusting. And Luffy's like, what'd you do that for? What did you do that for? My sides hurt. And so Nami and Usopp are cracking up. And Zoro's like, why the hell you did that to me? You the one that did it first. Then here goes Sanji. I here he goes. Oh, see how grateful I am for this day of days. Oh, love, smile upon me, for I cannot survive this pain. I would suit to becoming a pirate or even a devil if only I could be with you. Such tragedy, the obstacles between us are great. Obstacles, Sanji? the crap, Jesus. let Sanji is like macking on Nami right now, right? Nami is like, no effect. Here comes Zeff. Follow your heart. Go be a pirate. I don't need you here anymore, Zeff says. Cut to Jen. Hmm. So this cook saved you from certain death. That's how you made it back, Jen? Aye, sir. But I didn't know the flagship was in such a condition. Don Krieg. What? I'll guide you there to Baratie Ocean Going Restaurant. And that is the end of chapter 45. Well, we're back in the mix. We're back at it. And it felt so good to be back. Let me know your favorite part of this chapter. And let's kind of recap real quick. So we opened up with Sanji, of course, Sanji, Luffy, and Jin. We find out Jin's name. He's a part of a crew called Don Krieg. And after Jin got to eat some food, he sailed away. I mean, I thought that he was just going to just leave it alone, but I guess Don Krieg, after I guess Jin, something must have happened for Jin to wind up so damaged, or when he got captured. Maybe there was a big battle when he got captured, and the Don Krieg crew was kind of hurt, right? Because he got captured by the military. So maybe when he showed up, he saw how hungry everybody else was, right? So he's like, okay, I need to take y'all to the Baratie. That's what I'm suspecting for the next chapter. That's the only reason I can see why he wants to ransack the Baratie after they helped you. I love that we also got a lot of insight from behind the scenes. We see that all the pirates, well, they're not really pirates, but all Zeff's chefs are former pirates or pirate-like tendencies, so they're all aggressive. I love to see the many layers of Patty. How like Patty is just part of the crew, man. Sanji, you thought Sanjay's worse? Sanjay, you think Sanji's worse? You think Chef Zeff is? Patty's just as bad. So I really like that, and we know Zeff is a stand-up guy. Sanji's a stand-up guy because he threw the dishes off the boat, and Zeff didn't see it. So, yeah. Well, thank you so much for watching this One Piece chapter review. And I'll probably sit down for a while. That's fine because, got to make sure my PRP is on point. Thank you so much. Let me know in the comments how you feel about this. What do you think is going to happen next chapter? And I will see you in another One Piece chapter review. And this is finally, we're on volume 6. I'll see y'all guys later.
Yeah, alchemy. Welcome to the new syllabus, a scholar with the illest fit. Dr. Alchemist M.F.A, that's the knowledge I exhibit. Creatures in this world, I call them my whole curriculum. Some for the battle, some for the bond, my analysis meticulous. I study them for profession, yeah, I gotta test and check them all. Yeah, I gotta check them all!